Before Manny gives his final superintendent's report, I also want to add my thanks for everything that you've done here. You came in and in a relatively short period of time have really managed to give this school system a sense of purpose, a set of long-term goals, a strategic plan that we've been lacking for many, many years, a list, a to-do list that's pages long with all sorts of projects that are underway. And I think you've also done a very good job at building the morale of the staff. Certainly the teachers will testify to that. Bruce Mellion will testify to that. And even though I'm obviously very sorry to see you go, you're leaving us in very good shape to pick up the pieces and move forward. And I just want to say that I'm sorry this is going to be your last superintendent's report. I wish we had you longer. I envy the people who are lucky enough to be getting you. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mike,
Yes.
something I just wanted to add something as well. I first thought about what I was going to say tonight. First I thought I'm going to put bullet items down. I'm thinking I don't have a speech, so I'm not going to do that. Then I thought maybe I'll just wing it. I don't want to wing it, so I wrote some things down that I wanted to state. I think from the moment we hired you as our superintendent, I think we knew that you would be instrumental in taking us to new heights and having NPS a force to be reckoned with. You've made a huge impact in the past 18 months since you've been here. Just to name a couple of initiatives, literacy for parents for their children, Norwalk Early College Academy, After the Bell program, Norwalk Special Ed, our new pre-K facility, as well as full implementation of Common Core. You're respected not only by staff, but also by the community, parents, and most importantly, the students of Norwalk Public Schools. You've touched the lives of many. We here on the board only wish you the best on the next chapter of your life. And I also wanted to mention a quote that you stated that really resonated with me, where you said, Norwalk has a tremendous passion to move forward. In my heart and in my head, I know that Norwalk Public Schools can turn the corner and be destined for greatness. And again, that resonated, and I thought, we will do that, and we will become that, and we're on our way to doing that. Thank you again for all that you've done. You've left a lasting impression, and we will continue to carry on what you started. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Well, thank you, Mr. Lyons, and thank you, Ms. Keys, and thank you to Mr. Mellion. I failed to realize, for some reason, that tonight was Dr. Rivera's last board meeting. Perhaps it's because I didn't want to realize it. Kind of put it in back. But, in the short time that Dr. Rivera and I have had the opportunity to work together, just a little over a year, but I certainly knew him before that, he and I have not only developed a tremendous respect for each other, I hope it's the other way too, maybe I'm speaking a little bit out of turn, but at least I developed a tremendous respect for the man, and we became actually very good friends and had many sit-downs together with over lunch. And, he brought a degree of transparency to the Board of Education or to the school administration. I don't think that was there before. When it came time for budgets, he worked on the budget. He made sure that everything was out in the open. It cooperated, put together a very, very good budget, one that gets the mission done, but still which was came in as low a percentage as possible. And I don't think there's been that kind of relationship in the past, and I truly appreciate that, because being the mayor and trying to put together a budget that will keep taxes down is difficult enough. But when people bring in inflated budgets, it makes it even more difficult. But I can say honestly that Dr. Rivera never did that. I agree with everything that's been said tonight. Dr. Rivera is going to be missed. And as a mayor, I'm very, very sorry to see him go, because I know what he brought to the city of Norwalk. As a friend, I wish him well and Godspeed, and look forward to driving up to New London someday and having another lunch with you. God bless.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor.
All right.
I might as well give my I'm always thinking you still have 2 weeks left, and I didn't realize it's the last board meeting, so I didn't prepare anything. But Manny, I just want to say, from the first day that I met you, the first interview, I was your biggest fan, and you know that.
I know
I mean,
that.
I try to.
Yep.
This is the guy.
Yep.
You did something for this district that was desperately needed. You brought class. You were a gentleman in everything you've done. And I completely, wholeheartedly say this, that I'm really going to miss you. I think you were a great leader, a visionary. It's exactly what this district needed and still needs. And you still have time to change your mind. So just thank you. Really thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you, Artie. Appreciate that. I guess the final thing that I'll say, I thought about my own comments that I'd make today, and I figured to keep it short because I talk too much as it is. But I do want to thank the board. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. I was at a time in my life when I was leaving the private sector, if you will, and my heart is in it's in serving children, particularly children who are less advantaged than others who. And I wanted to get back into a really nice urban setting with the diversity that this community offered, because I see it as an asset. I see it as a tremendous opportunity to reach all kids and do it well with excellence. So I appreciated the opportunity to come here. I want to thank the mayor for your support. I want to thank the Common Council for their support of our budgets, key community leaders that I've worked with. And I also want to thank my staff, my immediate staff, so many principals and so many teachers who have sent me emails and letters, and I just want to say thank you very much for that. In the spirit of what some of you said earlier, I will say that I really do think we have a roadmap, and it's not perfect, and it's going to need adjustment annually, but I think the school district is on the right track. There are initiatives that you have supported that are really essential to getting systems in place, to raising our standards, and making sure that standards for schools, standards for leaders, standards for our principals are also very high in terms of what we've said. So I guess one message would be to stay the course, because I think it's the right thing to do. Second thing I want to mention is change. Change is really hard. It's hard for a lot of people. Hard for most people. We talk about change. We've written about change. We've had PowerPoints presentations on change. The proof is in the pudding. When the rubber hits the road, and when you see behavior changing, when you see people working in collaboration, when you see go into a data team and you have teachers talking together about students and what they can do to build on their strengths, and they have a plan, and they're informed and they're supported. You've got it when you're able to get regular reports of positive improvements, having achieved our milestones, having seen improved outcomes. That's a good way for the board to monitor and track how we're doing. A great discussion from us in terms of a report to the board would be, how did our students do on their middle of the year assessments as compared to the beginning of the year assessments? What does that look like? What does that tell you to the staff? What are you doing to improve on that? So it's any organization needs a plan, one that you stick to, one that you make adjustments with, one that allows for innovation, one that allows for new opportunities. But there will be people, there will be obstacles in the road, there will be barriers. You just have to stick to the agenda and the change and the ideas to bring people along, and more people get on the train, and then eventually those who can't need to get off. So I guess my final message would be that some of the frustrations that we've had, sometimes some of the difficulty that you go through, that's inherent in any organization that's going through a transformation. But it's but always never, I'm just preaching to myself here, you sort of never give up. You always keep your eye on where you want to be, where you want to go, where you want to take the system, and be respectful for people, treat people professionally, engage them, but never compromise on the principles that you've set forward and the passion that you have for your children. So I want to thank you and tell you all that I will miss you all. Thank you.
Thank you.